What it is. What it ain't, don't it stink. Dry Humping, episode 25. Over a month later. Yes. I took a month off to turn a year old. A year older. You know how it is. You have a birthday, you sit back, you do a little bit of reflecting. And that's what happened. Full disclosure, I sat down about 2 weeks ago to start doing some research for an episode and discovered the Young Dolph news, and that threw me off. Then I just kind of decided I was going to wait, come back in December, give you guys an update, let you know what's going on over here with Sean, Mike, and Cam, and just keep you guys abreast of what's going on. Dry Humping is not going anywhere. We're still here. We're coming at you every week. This week and next week, then we're going to take the rest of the year off, come back at you real heavy in January. And Dry Humping, I think I want to take Dry Humping back to more what it was episode 1. I've spoken about this in the past, that when I first did Dry Humping, it was fun. It was me reacting to some goofy, funny stories of the day. Those stories just happened to fall on a Wednesday. I came in here with some dry humor on Hump Day. And without thinking too much, I named the podcast Dry Humping. 25 episodes later, here we are. But somewhere after episode 1, the world got a little grim. Things started happening with people being shot in the streets by police officers and just a lot of racial tension happening. We just had to start touching on more serious topics. And that's not what Dry Humping was intended for. Obviously, I feel like I can tackle those topics, and I want to continue to do so. And I am going to continue to do so. There will be another platform coming out of here, The World According to Sean. That will also be launching at the beginning of the year. And on The World According to Sean, we're going to get into more of the political stuff, the science and just all of this type of stories that we kind of begin into in Dry Humping, the socio-economical stuff and all of that. And Dry Humping will continue to be a Wednesday property where we just react to just the funny stuff that happens in the world throughout the week. I found that when trying to do actual stories, coming in here and doing it on Wednesday is just a little bit restrictive. When something breaks on Thursday or Friday, then you're waiting 4 or 5 days to come talk about it, it's stale. So, The World According to Sean will not have a posting schedule, but that's going to come at you at least 3 times a week, most weeks. Dry Humping will be every Wednesday with the funny, fun stories that don't really have a time stamp or a time limit. And that's what it is moving forward. But like I said, this week, next week, Dry Humping, how it has been for the past 23 episodes. So, you know how it is. We get in, we get out, we talk about this world and what's going on. We're going to start with rest in peace to Mr. Virgil. If you don't know who Virgil Abloh, I hope I'm saying his last name right. If you don't know who Virgil is, he's a designer. He was a designer, an artist, and just an overall just fashion visionary. Passed away privately, was battling an illness. Not a lot of people knew about it. Passed away last week. Rest in peace to Virgil. The only editorializing I want to do on this is I want people to keep the story on. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about Virgil. Let's talk about his contributions to hip-hop and his contributions to this world. And let's not make this story about any of the characters around Virgil. I've seen Kanye West named too many times already in Virgil tweets. I saw people talk. As soon as I typed his name in today, the first thing I saw was Kim and Kanye put aside their Pete Davidson riff to celebrate Virgil. Like, those 3 names shouldn't even be in the headline. All about Virgil. We're going to move on. It's official, people. Stacey Abrams is running for governor of Georgia. This is really, really going to put to test those restrictive voter laws that they put in place in Georgia. I'm pretty sure this is why they put those laws in place. They knew the Stacey Abrams wave was coming, and they're going to try their best to make as many of those votes not count as they can. This is going to be interesting. 2021 is coming to an end. We're about to roll around into 2022, and that means it is politics season, baby. From now up until November, December 2024, we're about to be smack headfirst into the politics. And we'll be talking about all of that on The World According to Sean, coming at you in January. But yeah, we'll see what goes on with this Georgia election, how Stacey Abrams does in this election. Hopefully they can right the wrong what happened with her last time around. And more to come on The World According to Sean. Let's move on. Today, the state of Mississippi went before the Supreme Court with their abortion law arguments. We are going to see how this plays out. Not a lot to report here until the conclusion comes. This decision very well could overturn Roe v. Wade, and it will probably fundamentally change the way that abortion is done in this country. This has been the long game for the Republicans for a very long time. We will see how it plays out, and more to come on The World According to Sean, coming to you in January. But for now, let's move on. And finally, we're in and out tonight. The Omicron variant, not the Omarion variant, the Omicron variant has made landfall in California. Apparently they wanted to skip over Pi, and the new variant went straight to Omicron. Not Omarion, people. Not Omarion. Shout out to Black Twitter. Having fun with Omarion's name. No, the Omicron variant, the newest, most contagious, fastest, most deadliest, strongest, fittest, most ripped strain of COVID has made landfall in California. And it is very ironic that here we are, December 2021, and it almost sounds like December 2019 with COVID making an appearance on our shores out west. You know how it is. They are recommending that those who have been vaccinated go get a booster shot, and those who have not been vaccinated go start your vaccinations. People are afraid of the booster, and I heard someone make the argument a while ago that they should have just came out in the beginning and said this is probably a 3-dose vaccination, and then people would have been less hesitant about the booster now. But now it's not the time to be worried about a booster. You got the first 2 shots, go get the last one. Let's get it over with. I really want to nip this COVID thing in the bud. I'm tired of hearing about it, tired of talking about it. And I'm not an anti-masker, but I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to see criminals go out and criminal so easily because they're wearing masks. Masks are now the norm for places. And just out in public, we're all wearing masks everywhere we go, so someone walking out with the mask on doesn't raise an eyebrow. And people now are just walking out pulling guns on people because I'm out here, my face is covered, I have a hoodie on, I like that necklace, give it to me. The violence that's taking place in New York City and in other places now just so brazenly because people's faces are covered, it's kind of scary. So that is my reason for saying we need to get COVID nipped in the bud and get these masks off. No fake scientific reason about, I'm breathing my own air and that makes me more sick. No, people are just committing crimes because their faces are covered. So people, let's go get vaccinated. Let's get the mask off so we can stop shooting each other in the streets. And I'm getting the weird vibe that the world is going to end up ending with the Omega variant. I feel like the Omega strain of COVID is going to take us out. Let's hope I'm wrong. And let's get out of here. I only have 20 seconds left of record time because I did not purge my memory card beforehand. So, as always, welcome back, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. This has been therapeutic for me. I hope you got something out of it as well. We will see you one more time this year for Dry Humpin', starting 2022. Dry Humpin', less serious, more fun every Wednesday. And The World According to Sean, weekdays. Can't wait to do it. I have a whole area behind the cameras messed up. I'm rearranging everything, and it's coming to you soon. Up until then, peace out.